Hi guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I'm making an incubator to hatch a couple of chicken eggs for $0 or close to it by just using the material on hand, and how you could do the same. I'm going to start with this chest. This is a styrofoam chest, and this was picked up from an ice cream store. Their ice cream gets delivered in this, and they were in the back crushing them up, throwing them out, and I picked up a couple of them. I have my assistant today, Johnny.
Hi. Hi.
That's going to give me a hand. And these are the materials that you'll need. First, we need the chest. We need a piece of glass. Now this glass is a little bigger than what I wanted, and I'm not sure if it could be cut. I got this glass when I went to the dump. It was part of a refrigerator shelf. Johnny, let me have that shelf. And this is how it started. I took two of them just in case I cracked one. All I did was cut this plastic off, and he gave me this piece. What I'm going to do is to outline this piece of glass. Let me have that ruler, John. After I make the outline, I'm going to make another outline on the inside. I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm just going to peel back some of this so the glass is a little recessed. So we have the glass, the cooler, a straight edge, John, the razor, a magic marker, a thermometer. When you have this, from the research I did, it said the temperature inside should be 99 to 104 degrees with the humidity around 50%. A pair of pliers, and we need a heat source. Let me have this, right down here. No. About anything for a heat source. This is a socket that I had sitting around for I don't know how many years, and I have a wire that I'm going to attach to it and just pass it through to get the heat. Also, you need a knife to cut the styrofoam. Serrated knife works best. Some tape. After I have this glass recessed, I'm going to tape it in, and some paper clips. And what I'm going to do with these clips, could you hold this, John? What I'm going to do with these clips is to open them up, cut them, and I'll use these to hold the glass in. So this will be holding the glass in, the tape will be over it. And John, let me have that screwdriver. I'm using this screwdriver to make vent holes in here, and then I'm going to just cover them with pennies. So we have a screwdriver, a knife, a pair of pliers, a Sharpie, a heat source, a knife, and we need something on the bottom. I was going to use chicken wire, but I found this old grate that I had. I'm going to put water in the cooler, put this in there. This will rest on top, and the eggs will rest on top of this grate. I'm going to get started with marking this and cutting it out, and as soon as I'm done with that, I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. I cut a lip in this top to place this glass in. Word of caution, when you cut this out, as long as you have the thickness, err on the side of cutting too much out. I had to do this twice. It wasn't deep enough, and I forgot how much fun it was working with styrofoam. Have some mess out here. It's another thing you'll be contending with. Now I'm going to use these paper clips. I cut the paper clips. I'm going to stick them in the edges just to hold this on. I'm going to put 2, 3, 2, and 3. I'm going to put a piece of tape all around, and then I'll hook up the lighting system. When I'm done with this, I'll be back. Alright guys, I'm back. We have the light hooked up. I have the incubator inside the house. I have this grate, and I have a couple of pieces of styrofoam down here to raise the grate up so I can add water to it. I'm just adding water to the bottom of it. This will be for the humidity. And finally, I'll be adding the eggs. Now, the eggs have to be turned. So I have one side marked with an X, the other side marked with an O. So I know where I started with them. They're supposed to be turned a couple times a day. And what I'm going to do here I have this gap. I have another piece of styrofoam I'm just going to put into this. So when these chickens do hatch, they won't be falling into the water.
Why are you putting it on it?
Because the O is on the bottom, see? So when I turn them over, I know which way they got to go. Now I'm not counting today because of the time. It's later in the evening. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to count 18 days out. It'll be turned every day for 18 days. The water will be checked. The humidity will be checked. Johnny, where's that thermometer? And on day 18, we'll just leave them alone. And they should start hatching on the 19th. So as I mentioned, I'm going to put a piece of styrofoam in over here. I have the light hooked up. Johnny's getting me the thermometer. This fits nice and snug. Now, I put these holes in. I just punched some holes in with a Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to use pennies on there to keep them closed. If it gets too warm in there, I just move the coins over and let the air out. Or shut the light off for a while. I have 4 holes. This is the first time I'm doing this. I'm not sure if that's enough, too much, or what the case may be. But that said, this is done. So just using the material on hand, I was able to put this incubator together. Styrofoam chest, piece of glass, some tape, some paper clips that are holding the, can't see it now, some paper clips that are holding the glass in. Anything on the bottom will do. I just happen to have this, otherwise I was going to put a piece of chicken wire on the bottom and bring it up. So guys, that's a wrap. If you found this video useful, let me know by posting your comments down below. If you liked it, give it a like. Be sure to pass it along. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Well, there's my helper John. Say goodbye, John.
Goodbye.
Into the night. Until next time, stay safe.